The early years of Prophet Muhammad's message in Mecca were met with increasing resistance. The new faith challenged the established order and the traditions of the time. As more people embraced Islam, the persecution of the Prophet and his followers intensified. This persecution came in many forms, from verbal abuse to physical violence. The Prophet himself faced ridicule, threats, and even attempts on his life. His followers were boycotted, tortured, and some even killed for their beliefs. Despite these hardships, the early Muslims remained steadfast in their faith. They found solace and strength in their belief in Allah and the message of the Prophet. This period of intense persecution was a test of faith for the early Muslims. The persecution reached a point where it became unsustainable for the Muslims to remain in Mecca. Their lives were in danger, and their faith was under constant threat. It was in this context that Allah revealed to his Prophet the permission to migrate, to leave Mecca and seek refuge elsewhere. This migration, known as the Hijra, would mark a turning point in the history of Islam. It would lead to the establishment of the first Muslim community in Medina, and lay the foundation for the spread of Islam. Even as the Muslims faced persecution in Mecca, the message of Islam was spreading beyond its borders. People from Yathrib, a city north of Mecca, heard about the Prophet and his teachings. They were drawn to the message of monotheism, justice, and equality that Islam preached. In 620 CE, during the annual pilgrimage season, a group of 12 men from Yathrib secretly met the Prophet at a location called Aqaba. There, they pledged their allegiance to him, promising to believe in him, to protect him, and to support him in his mission. This event, known as the First Pledge of Aqaba, marked a significant development in the early history of Islam. The following year, a larger group of 73 men and 2 women from Yathrib came to Mecca for the pilgrimage. They met with the Prophet again at Aqaba and renewed their pledge of allegiance. This second pledge of Aqaba was more formal and comprehensive than the first. It included specific commitments from the people of Yathrib to defend the Prophet and his followers, and to establish a just and equitable society based on the principles of Islam. The pledges of Aqaba were a testament to the growing appeal of Islam and the trust that the people of Yathrib placed in the Prophet. It laid the groundwork for the migration of the Muslims to Yathrib, which would soon be renamed Medina, meaning the city of the Prophet. The persecution in Mecca was becoming unbearable, and the pledges of Aqaba had paved the way for a new beginning. With the command of Allah, the Prophet decided to migrate to Yathrib, along with his close companion, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. The Quraysh, the ruling tribe of Mecca who opposed the Muslims, got wind of the Prophet's plan and were determined to stop him.